5x minus 4y plus 8 is equal to 0. This is the first equation. 7x plus 6y minus 9 is equal to 0. This is the second equation. Okay. Here this is the A1. To recall, A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. We are going to equate A1 by A2 with all the terms, regarding terms. Then we will find whether these lines are going to be intersecting or parallel or lying on, overlapping on each other. Okay. So A1 by A2 is equal to 5 by 7. B1 by B2 is equal to minus 4 by 6. C1 by C2 is equal to 8 by minus 9. Okay. And we see these both are prime numbers. So we can't strike it out. And this here strike. And these two don't go in the same table. So we'll just leave it. And we see that no numbers are equal. It's not equal. Okay. So what does it mean? These both the lines surely will intersect at one point. Okay, it will give a definite solution. That is the meaning of this line. Okay, then the second sum. And here again, I am just writing it. 9 by 80 is equal to 3 by 6 is equal to 12 by 24. Here, please take care that all the constant term are in the LHS. Here in these equations, the constant term was here in the LHS. Sometimes they tend to give the one in the left hand side and one in the right hand side. And if it is the case, then you have to bring both to one side, any side, LHS or RHS is fine, but both should be on the same side. Okay. Then here in this equation we see 9 one time, 18 two times, 3 one time, 6 two times, this one time and this. So A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. What does it mean? It means that both the lines are overlapping on each other. So it will have infinite number of points of intersection. One line is on the other line. So they will be overlapping. So many points of intersections are there. Then going to the third sum. The third sum will be 6x minus 3y plus 10 is equal to 0. 2x minus y plus 9 is equal to 0. Here, when I write the coordinates alone, 6 by 2 is equal to minus 3 by minus 1 is equal to 10 by 9. And here this is going for 1 and this is going for 3 times. Here the minus and minus gets cancelled. See, we see this part, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, but it's not equal to C1 by C2. What does this mean? It means that these two lines are parallel. Okay. So, is there any chance of parallel lines meeting? No. So, these two lines don't give any result at all. Okay. So, they have given an example for each type. Each type they have given an example. So, this is parallel lines. Parallel lines, and the first is definite answer. Definite. Single intersecting line, so it gives one intersecting points, and this second example, overlapping lines. So infinite set of points. Okay, so all the three cases they have given each one example. Okay. Then we'll go to the third sum now. Again, we are going to compare A1 by A2, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2, and we are going to say whether these lines, when drawn graphically, they are consistent or inconsistent. The same, whether they are going to give any result or they are going to be parallel lines, that's all. Okay. Instead of saying it parallel or definite result, we are saying it as inconsistent and consistent. If they are parallel, we will say inconsistent. If they are not parallel and any other solutions they give, we can call it as consistent. Okay. So the first question, 3x plus 2y is equal to 5. 2x minus 3y is equal to 7. When I take and write, I get 3 by 2 is equal to 2 by minus 3 is equal to 5 by 7, and anything is not equal, so it gives a consistent result. So I can mark it as consistent. Okay. Then the second part, 2x minus 3y is equal to 8. 4x minus 6y is equal to 9. Again, when I take and write, I get 2 by 4 is equal to minus 3 by minus 6 is equal to 8 by, and this becomes 1 time, 2 time, minus minus gets cancelled, 1 time, 2 time, 8 by 9, and so these lines are overlapping on each other, so it gives an inconsistent solution. Okay, inconsistent. 3 by 2x plus 5 by 3y is equal to 7. 9x minus 10y is equal to 14. Okay, and when I take and write it, I get 3 by 2 by 9 by 1, and that is equal to 5 by 3 by minus 10 by 1, and that is equal to 7 by 14. I'll write it again, I'll continue it. I can equate it as 2 1 by 9 is equal to 5 by 3 into 1 by minus 10, and that is equal to 7 by 14. Here I can cancel, simplify it. 1 time minus 2 times. Here again I have 1 by 6, and that is equal to 1 by minus 6, and that is equal to 7 by 14. Even though the numbers are same, because I have a minus, the values are different, and so even this gives a consistent result. Okay, a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. For that, this gives a consistent result. When I take and write the coefficients, I get 5 by minus 10 is equal to minus 3 by 6 is equal to 11 by minus 22. You see, 5, when I simplify, I get 1 by minus 2, 1 by 2, minus 1 by 2, 1 by minus 2. All the values are equal. 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and everything has a negative number, and all the values are equal. And because of that, this also gives a consistent solution. We can surely say consistent solution. Okay. Then the last sum, 4 by 3 by 2 is equal to 2 by 3 is equal to 8 by 12. And this, when I simplify, 4 by 3 into 2 by 1, so it becomes 1 by 2. So it becomes 2 by 3, and that is equal to 2 by 3 again, and that is equal to 2 times 3 times 2 by 3. So we have again a consistent solution. All the terms is like the same, the fourth sum, fifth sum also, all the terms are equal, and so that gives a consistent solution. The same sum, it's repeated, but they are asked to solve this graphically if it is giving a consistent solution. Okay. Then the fourth sum, x plus y is equal to 5, 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. Okay. 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2 is equal to 5 by 10, and this simplifies as 1 by 2. Okay. So it means that these two lines, they are giving a consistent solution. Okay. So now I have to show that graphically now. So what I do, I take and write, keep y alone on the left hand side. In the first equation, I keep y alone on the left hand side, 5 minus 6. Then 2y is equal to 10 minus 2x. And so y is equal to 10 minus 2x by 2. Okay. Then for different values of x, if x is equal to 0, y is equal to 5, the point is 0, 5. X is equal to 2, y is equal to 5 minus 2, and that is equal to 3. So the point will be 2, 3. If x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 5 minus of minus plus 2, so the value is 7. So minus 2 plus 7. So here the same way here. If x is equal to 0, y's value will become 10 by 2 and that is 5. So the point is 0, 5. And if x is equal to 2, y's value becomes 10 minus 2 to 4 by 2, 6 by 2, so 3, so the value is 2, 3. And x is equal to minus 2, y's value becomes 10 minus of minus plus 2 2s are 4 by 2, so 14 by 2 is 7. So the point is minus 2, 7. And we see all the 3 points are the same points. So what do we understand? The lines are overlapping on each other. They give consistent infinite number of solutions. Whatever the value of x becomes, y also becomes the same value. So they give infinite number of solutions. When I mark it graphically, when I mark the first point, x and this is the y. So when I mark the first point, 0, 5, 0 and 5. This is the first point. The second point is 2, 3, 2 and 3. And the third point is minus 2 and 7. Minus 2 and 7. Okay. So the line is like this. Both the lines have got the same points. So both the lines are overlapping on each other. And so we have got consistently 3 results. Even whatever the value of x I introduce, y will say take the same position. So we have infinite number of solutions. So this gives a consistent result. Here again, a1 by, I am checking a1 by a2, okay. So 1 by 3 is equal to minus 1 by minus 3 is equal to 8 by 16. This simplifies to be 1 by 2. Okay, and we see that this minus and minus also get cancelled. So 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 3, but it's not equal to C part. So what does this mean? These two lines are parallel lines. Okay. So when these two lines are parallel, we don't get any solution if consistent. So we no need to represent it graphically. They are asking to represent it graphically only when it's consistent. As these two lines are parallel lines, they don't give any solution. When we draw graphically also, we can see two straight lines which don't intersect at all. Okay. So these are parallel. So they are inconsistent. They don't give any result at all. They don't intersect at all. Okay. Then going forward to the third sum. When I do this, I can write it as 2 by 4 is equal to 1 by minus 2 is equal to minus 6 by minus 4. Okay. Now I can simplify this as 1 by 2 and this is 1 by minus 2 and this becomes minus and minus gets cancelled and this is 3 by 2. Okay. So we see nothing is equal. Even though 1 by 2 is equal, there is a minus there. So it gives a consistent result. They intersect at a point and we will show that graphically also now. Okay, first I will consider the first equation now. I will keep the y alone on the left hand side and take the other numbers to the right hand side. Minus 6 goes as plus 6, 2x goes as minus 2x. Okay, no coefficient, so we can just substitute values of x here. When x is equal to 0, y's value become 6. So the point is 0, 6. When x value is 1, y's value become 6 minus 2. So that is equal to 4 and the point is 1, 4. When x value is minus 2, y's value becomes minus of minus plus. So 6 plus 4 and that is equal to 10. So minus 2 is 10. Okay, so I have 3 points now. I will do that for the same thing for the second equation also now. Again I will take minus 2, I will leave minus 2 on the left hand side and take the numbers to the right hand side. Minus 4 becomes plus 4 and this goes as minus 4x. Okay, and I want to remove the minus 2 there. So I will bring the minus to the right hand side. It becomes 4 minus 4x by minus 2. So when I want to divide it, it becomes, both the numbers I am dividing by 2. So it becomes minus x plus 2x. It can be written as 2x plus 2 also. 2x minus 2. Okay. So I get 2x minus 2 there. Y is equal to 2x minus 2. For that I am substituting different values of x now. So when x is equal to 0, y's value becomes minus 2. This term becomes 0. So the point is 0 comma minus 2. When x is equal to 1, y's value become 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2, and that is equal to minus 1. So 1 comma minus 1. When x is equal to minus 2, y's value is minus 2 into 2 is minus 4. Minus 4 minus 2, and that is minus 6, and minus 2 minus 6. So the second point 1 and 2 somewhere here. Third point minus 2 and 10. Minus 2 and 10 is somewhere here. Okay, so the line is somewhere like this. Okay, then this is the line for the first equation. The second line. So I have marked all the 3 points. 0 minus 2 is 0 minus 2, 1 0, and minus 2 and minus 6. This I have extended it, so minus 6 here. So we see that these two lines will intersect, and in a graph, original graph paper, while you are marking it, extend the two lines at the point of intersection. You mark it and you substitute the value in the equation, and you see you can find the actual result. Okay, this is how we solve the equations graphically. Okay, going forward with the fourth sum now. Here again 2 by 4 is equal to minus 2 by minus 4 is equal to minus 2 by minus 5. Again we see this 1 by 2, 1 by 2, and that is not equal to 2 by 5. So what do we understand? When a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 and it's not equal to c1 by c2, they give parallel lines, so inconsistent. So no point in drawing a graph. So as we can solve it, they won't have any point of intersection, these two lines, parallel lines. So they don't have a point of intersection. We have to make the equations here. First, the length is 4 more than its width. So let us keep the length as x. Let the length be x. Okay. Let the length be x and the breadth be y. Okay. And we know the length is 4 meters more than the breadth. So the length is 4 meters more. So I'll write it as x is equal to y plus 4. Length is 4 meters more than the breadth. So when I add that 4 to the breadth, it is becoming equal to the length. So this becomes one equation. And then the second equation, they say half of the perimeter of the rectangular garden is equal to 36. And we know the perimeter of a rectangle is always 2 times the length and 2 times the breadth, right? So I'll write it as 2x plus 2y is equal to the perimeter, but here they are given half of the perimeter again. So I'll write only 1x and 1y is equal to 36. Okay, so we are getting two equations now. First this is the second equation, and now we have to simplify it. Find the dimension of the garden. Just they asked to find the dimension. They are not represented whether graphically or algebraically, so we'll do it algebraically now. Okay, so this is the first equation. I'll just modify the first equation. I'll bring the y to the left hand side now. Okay, x minus y is equal to 4. This is the first equation. Okay, now see the symbols are different in y, so we need not subtract, we can add. I will write that as add 1 and 2. by adding the first equation and second equation, I get this. Okay. So these two terms get cancelled. X plus x becomes 2x is equal to 40, and so the x is equal to 40 by 2, and that is 20. So the length is 20 and the breadth will be 4 meters less than it, right? So y is equal to 20 minus 4, and that is equal to 16. And when I add 20 plus 16, it is equal to 36 again. So we have proved it. Correct? Understood now? This is how we solve the two linear equation. Okay? It's a very simple sum. You have to understand it, that's it. Okay. Now, they have given you a equation. One of the equation they have given, you have to make the second equation. 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0. So they have given a1, b1 and c1. We have to make a2, b2, c2 accordingly, so that we will get intersecting lines, parallel lines and coincident lines. Okay. Now let us make first intersecting lines. So to get an intersecting line, a1 by a2 should not be equal to b1 by b2, right? So I can write any number, random numbers I can write. So I will write 4x minus 6y minus 24 is equal to 0. In this, 2 by 4 is not equal to 3 by minus 6, which is not equal to minus 8 by minus 24, right? 1 by 3, 1 by minus 2, 1 by 2. Because of this minus sign, these both are not equal. And C1 by C2 is also not equal. So these two pair of equations will make one. Surely they make one point of intersection. Then the second sum, they want to have parallel lines. So what should I do? Both should be similar, right? So I have used 2 here, so I will write 3 lines now. So for this, 3 times. So 6x plus 3 times, I said 3 3s are 9y and 8 again. So when I write it down, I write 2 by 6 is equal to 3 by 9 is. So when I write this, I get minus 8 by minus 16. So minus minus gets cancelled, 1 by 2. So you see, this part is not equal. When this is not equal, it makes it, both the lines are parallel lines. Parallel. Okay, the next part, third question, they want coincident lines. Okay, so all the parts should be equal, that's it. So I have used 2 here, I used 3 here, so I will use 4 there. Okay, so 2 4s are 8x, 3 4s are 12y and 8 4s are 32. This can be the third equation required, so that I get overlapping lines. I get 2 by 8 is equal to 3 by 12 is equal to minus 8 by minus 32. 1 time, 4 time, 1 time, 4 time, 1 time, 4 time. Okay. So when I get such result, I get overlapping lines. Then I get coincident lines. Okay. Then the last sum of the exercise. So I have written both the equations. I have found the points also, and I see that both the equations give points like this. When I plot the points on a graph, let me draw the graph now. I get up to 4 it is there. Okay. 1, 2, 3 and 4. minus 1 is in there, minus 2, minus values are there, not there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4. Okay. Now minus 1 and 0. So one of the point of intersection will be here. 2 and 3. 2 here and 3 here. To make a triangle here. 4 and 5. 4 and 5. It will be here. Okay. Now the other line minus 1, 9. So somewhere here it will be. Okay. I am not marked. Up to 4 only have. So here up to 9 somewhere. Minus 1, 9 will be somewhere. Sorry. Minus 1, 9 will be somewhere here. Okay. So minus 1, 9 and 2 and 3. So 2 here and 3. Yeah, I got the same point here again. Okay. Then 4 and 0. 4 on the x-axis here. Okay. So one of the line is like this. The first line is this. So this line I will write it as x minus y plus 1. X minus y plus 1. This is that line. And this line will be, okay, and this line will be 3x plus 2y minus 12. So we have 3 vertices. See, both the lines will intersect here. My lines are not very perfect. It will be like this. So we have a triangle. These 3 points are the vertices of the required triangle. That's what they asked, right? So these are the 3 points of the required triangle. We have to take and write the points. If you want to be precise, I can say this is 2, 3 and this is 4, 0 and this is minus 1, 0. These are the 3 points where they form the triangle with the x-axis. With that, the exercise is over. Okay, that's it. I'm scared if I close my eyes, it will